You know, that's y'all come on. Look, we winning. This team winning. I told you, Limit Perfect. I said you got everything. Let's go. All right. Angie said yes, Indiana. Period. Yes, it will. Okay. Nancy
Period.
also says diabetics for sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna always look
Diabetics
out
better
for all
watch what
that.
they intake, and that's on them. They need to know what they should
Well,
and should
I
not.
mean, if you could say that you can drink this drink and you're diabetic, that's another selling point to me.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
true.
Well,
You know,
all
That's
I know
true.
is we ain't gonna talk about this drink too much
safe
more.
for
I,
diabetic.
I told him. I said I'm gonna mention it, hold it up, and that's it. You know,
Cool.
we if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Y'all know how
Well,
Chris
tell them
get.
they can use me as a guinea pig on a diabetic thing
I'm not
because I
telling them
keep I
nothing
keep
else.
tracking my blood sugar
I'm not.
every
I
two and
look.
a half.
I'm mean with this.
Although
I
I
ain't telling them
eat
nothing
these
else.
things.
I've already told them everything that they need to know. They got all the facts. They got the figures. They know what's up, and that's that. Okay. Marketing 101. Okay. You give them just enough so you can whet their appetite, and then they can go and do the research themselves. All right.
I hear you.
If they
Hey,
love it,
bro.
cool. Come back to the table. If they don't love it, cool. There's 1,000 more like you out there. All right.
Hey,
That
did you
too,
get
Gina.
that?
That's what I
Did you
was
get
saying,
that
Mo.
download?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did you get that download, Greg?
What download was that? Oh, yours.
Yeah, to put up.
I didn't, dude.
It's all right.
It
What
ain't
is
all
it? It's a flyer.
For the flyer, the download for the flyer for the
right. Can
event,
Put
somebody?
February
it put
10th.
it put it in the and put it in the chat. I'll upload
Yeah,
it.
do it. I forgot, dude.
It's in the chat, Gina.
I've been on. I was on the phone for
Okay.
like 3 hours. Gina called me. Me and her was just texting because I told her I couldn't get there. But this team, y'all, this team winning. Okay, what up, Chris? Shout out to Chris too. And Rachel Gary, she's in the background
Hey,
right
little
now.
brother.
She had a question. Question of the
Mm.
week. Okay, what boundaries are you setting to take back your peace? What are we doing to make sure that
Ooh.
nothing else is in the way so that we can become peaceful? Now, when I wrote the book Peace and Power, my thing was in order to continuously get that peace and power, um, I had to get outside of myself and find out what everything around me was, and then find out who I am. All right, what boundaries? It wasn't too many boundaries, and maybe Rachel will explain that. But for me, it's knowing myself, knowing who I am before I lose myself.
Hmm. Before you lose yourself. Now that's interesting to hear. Because most people don't feel like they lose themselves.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's what it is. Okay, but my whole thing is you have to balance your life, balance all of that stuff. That's all I learned. I didn't know how to do it at first, but that's how I learned. Everybody say what's up, man, to the CEO.
What's up?
Hey, Joe.
National Business Radio Hall of Fame inductees. How we
It's in the
doing?
corner.
What's
It's in the
What's
corner.
going on, sis?
It's in the corner, so you ain't gotta browbeat me about it. All right, it's in the corner over there.
up? He didn't want you. He got ahead of you this time.
Yeah, so we
Well,
good on
that's a
that.
good thing.
We good on that. What's up, Rachel?
Hey there, what's happening?
Hey, now.
It's a
I
beautiful
feel like I
Thursday.
haven't seen you in a minute.
I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know what's going on. I know you called me. I gotta call you back to find out what was going on.
She said I gotta call you back. We on here together. She said I gotta call you back.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna call you for it. Gina.
Rachel, before we get into that conversation, let me ask you. We had a conversation before you came on about what would you do if certain things in life happen. What would you do if certain things in your life didn't happen to get to this point that you are at right now?
Well, I said that's a really good question. I'm gonna do an H.G. Wells moment. I would have to go back in time first to figure it out. But I said, for me, I take everything that happened in my life for it blessed me to be able to have the life I have today. So that's really difficult for me to say. If those things didn't happen, I probably would be on another path, moving closer to my purpose. That's
Okay.
how I probably see that.
Now I got an answer from an audience member, a dear friend of mine, Tasha Daly, to your question of the week. What boundaries are you setting to take back your peace? Okay.
What you got for us, Sasha?
Tasha says, where am I at here? Dog, I'm supposed to be better than this.
Yeah, you
Stop.
slacking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang. Gina, I just lost my thought. Anyway, she says, I disengage and I make myself a priority to protect my peace. Disengage.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I know that's right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead and talk about it, Rachel.
So the reason for the question is a lot of times we don't really realize that when we are not at peace, it's because we have allowed someone or something to overstep our boundaries. And a lot of times we don't set the clear boundaries with ourselves that, okay, I'm going to use, for instance, my time every day between 1 and 2 is my meditation time. It's the point in time where I reset. When I allow people to overstep that boundary of 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I don't feel at peace. I don't feel that. And I said, for me, that's my reset, because I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. So about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I've had a full day. So that's my point of reset, to remind me, okay, to get back on track for what's next in the bottom half of my day. And so a lot of times when those boundaries, when we're not setting those boundaries accurately, we lose our peace. We lose as something very similar to what Greg said about losing ourselves. Because for me, that's my reset. And it goes to when someone is borrowing from you. I remember when Mo used to have people borrow from him all the time. And if you don't set the boundary that I'm not First National, then people are going to continue on, which messes with your peace. I had a conversation with a friend earlier who hasn't set clear boundaries with their kids. If you don't set clear boundaries, everyone is going to continue to step over those boundaries, which ends up being what? Messing with your peace.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have control. That's that you've lost
Which
control. You
messes with
need
your
to
peace.
have control of your own life.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of times I picked up the phone and somebody say, "Hey, can you?" And I said, "No, I can't do it. Nope, I'm busy. Nope, 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 not today."
And what happens to your peace, though, Jenna? You get the things done.
I'm at peace.
See?
I'm at peace.
But the second think about the second that you say yes to something that you really don't have time for, you're rushing through whatever you need to help someone else with, as well as trying to get everything you're trying to get done for yourself, and which disrupts your peace, disrupts your rhythm, your time. As opposed to setting a clear boundary with yourself. The boundary isn't with anyone else. The boundaries are with you.
And you know what, too, for men, and I wrote this in the book as well, you got to check your emotional engine, okay? You got to see who you are and know who you are. For instance, if your car breaks down, what's the first thing we do when we're on the highway and the car breaks down? We check under the hood.
Right.
So we have to check our emotional oil as well. You know what I'm saying? Am I well? Am I tired? Or am I just uninspired? You know what I'm saying? Am I angry, or am I just unheard? Am I working hard, or am I running from something? Angie says learning to say no sometimes give her peace. And not drowning herself with other people's problems and focusing more on herself.
Absolutely, Angie. Love that.
Balance.
Love that.
We have to make sure.
Very what you said, Greg. It's about having that balance. The balance in your life and determining what is it that what does peace look like to you? Because peace looks different to everybody. Sometimes I know people who are living in a storm of things in their lives, and to me that is chaos. But for them, that's their peace. Everyone's peace is different. And once you realize what your peace is, you can set clear boundaries of what is non-negotiable for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that I found out too is we try to be like the Joneses. You know, that's an old term, okay? But we try to define our success on others' success. You know, we can't do that. We got to make our own success. We don't worry about what Ray did and how he got successful. Do it on our terms. You know, that will create the peace. That will create the balance. All right, do it on our terms. And so that way we're not chasing something that's probably unattainable. All right, nothing's really unattainable, but the way that someone else probably did it is unattainable to me because I'm trying to be like that and I can't do it like them. So now I'm defeating myself. I'm not going to do that. You know, we got to protect our peace. We have to understand where we want to be on our terms.
Absolutely. I mean, and in all honesty, you can't judge your life through someone else's lens or vice versa. And and everyone has their life is having a different experience. And success looks different to everyone. And the reps that a person put in for the reason why they're winning in a certain area is their reps. Put in some reps in your area. I just had a conversation with a mentee about people's niches and about how a lot of people don't want to niche down because they feel they can do everything. But this is an old saying, there's riches in the niches.
Just keep the B out of it.
You're like, hold on, hold on.
Riches in them,
Riches in the what?
Hey, there's some pimps out there that won't believe you what you just said.
green is for the money and gold is for the honey.
We were just talking about him today. We were just talking about him today, Steve. Because I have a friend that was part of his what do they call it? The stable, the flock, or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
The tabernacle.
The stable.
The tabernacle.
Yeah.
So I have a good friend that was part of his stable, and we were having a conversation about that. And I was just saying that to each his own.
So she was part of
And
the
I
flock.
think that, yeah, she was part of the flock. Hey, love my friend still. I'll say that way. Everyone has their different walks of life, as they're walking their walk in life, and that's why.
Right.
I mean, for some people, success was doing that. People feel successful when they get in videos. When they're on a music video, they feel successful. For me, that's not success. So just because I saw you on a music video doesn't mean I want to be on a music video.
All right.
And it's really just you equaling out what is it you want to do. Like Steve right now, I know Steve feels extremely successful because he moving along his journey.
I'm moving along, folks.
Post all set up for the flyer. I'm gonna put the post out there with Steve talking about his epilepsy enlightenment with his poster. There it is. Love, laugh, love, live for life. Steve, I saw somebody doing some CPR, and I said Steve need to be in there giving his talk about epilepsy. So I said I'm gonna send you stuff.
All right, I'm looking forward to it, Coach.
Yeah, because I was thinking about you the other day. I saw somebody doing CPR. I said, no, Steve need to be in schools doing this. Teaching, because there's too many kids out there who are in situations and adults around them don't know how to help them.
Exactly. Hey, Bobby says, I learned to stay connected with the God who created a good plan for me. He works all things together for my good. That's what I'm talking about.
Bobby.
Hey.
Hey, Bobby.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Lord, everybody's saying it.
Bobby. But yeah, so Rachel, in essence, what is the answer to that question in your opinion? The overall answer for the question.
The overall answer to the question is really making sure that you set the boundaries for your peace. It's about you figuring out what in your life is keeping you from moving forward in the journey that you want to be on. If you are looking to grow in any shape, form, or fashion, and there are things that are stopping you, those are boundaries that you need to set within you so they can stop stopping your peace. And so you can move forward in your journey. We don't, ain't no stopping you. Only person stopping you is you.
The only person stopping you is you.
You know,
There's nothing outside of you. Everything is internal. And when we start thinking externally of us, we're giving over power to something or somebody else. That's why we got to set those clear boundaries with ourselves. So when people come to us, like how Gina says no, she says no automatically because she weighs, is this going to mess with what I'm doing already? Is this going to stop my progress? To say yes to that this thing, this person, this place they want me to go. And when you're thinking of it from that standpoint, A lot of people say that's man, you are just so you're selfish. There's a self in selfish. And the self is me. So if the self is me, I don't mind being self-absorbed in that way. When I'm concerned about myself first. Because I love everything in the overflow of me. And that's what we need to understand as far as boundaries. You have to love in the overflow of you. So which means you have to fill you up with love so you can give to other people.
We got to check ourselves. You know, every morning when I get up and I ask myself, what do I need today? Peace? Or do I need power? And if I need peace, I tell myself, just slow down. If I need power, I say lock in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I create the balance. And the balance to me means knowing which one to tap into at what time. You know? So I have to make sure that I stay balanced that way. I do it every morning. Which one do I want? Power, or do I want peace? Today I wanted power because I knew I had a situation that I had to take care of. Okay, it was on the phone for 3 hours. All right, and I never. If Gina calls me, I answer the phone. Okay, I didn't answer the phone today. Okay, so I chose power today, which led to the peace. So you know, it's to me, and I'm using that as my keyword today. Balance. You know, I had to balance which one to tap into, and knowing which one to tap into at what time.
So I mean, with that being said, who else on the panel? What is it that it has? What boundaries have you guys set to keep your peace? Because I know we all have set them.
I have to keep my peace. I have stopped accepting so many different, things. You know, it gets to the point where they know you can help them, and you know you can help them. But if your time has been consumed by all of those things where you're helping folks, like Angie just said, balance is a good thing. If you can and keep your peace, then help. But if you can't and keep your peace, I'll check you at a little later time. I can't do it now. And that's what I have to do myself. I can't do it now. We'll talk about it later. That's what I do.
I know Steve got one.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, every day I wake up, I just make it intentional and to know how much I can take that day. And to put the effort I used to put into helping other people into helping what I do. Because when I help myself, I help other people. And I had to realize
Absolutely.
that. And just to keep that peace and then too, I had to get outside of my box. I had to just cut certain people and certain things off. And then the circle and the network of people that I deal with is very small. Yet, but reaches very far.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
That was a really good point right there, Steve. That a lot of people think that you need to network with a wide net of people. When if you network with the right small group of people, you'll reach you'll reach more of the masses. To me, I had a conversation this week, guys, in a meeting about my new book launch, and I have 3 team members. And one of the team members was saying, "Well, you need to do this for the party flyer." And I said, "Hold on, I'm not having a party. It is a gallery." And I said, I want to make sure we're clear. Because I mean, this goes to when you're a CEO, you got to get clear. And as a clear CEO, I wanted to make sure my team understood with clarity what my mission is. And when they were like, "Oh, we're gonna put champagne and bottles up," whoa. Let's reel this back in. This is a gala. And the gala is about the movement
gala, all right.
And legacy, peace and legacy building. There will be people in the room who are talking about financial legacy, who are talking about trust, who are talking about spiritual peace, who are talking about health awareness. I said, we're talking about actually building what freedom really looks like. So I said, I'm not having a party. I'm having an informational download where we were talking about at the end of the year, how you start off your new year with the information to get that new year jump started. So we are giving GPS in that meeting. So I want to make sure that we understand that this is a collaboration of growth, not a collaboration of just fun. Are we going to be having fun? Yes. But is it all fun? No. Do not sell tickets telling individuals that we're having a party.
It's
And they
you
got
know,
to
some,
know
you know some of them
that
tickets. You know some of them tickets got sold as party tickets, don't you?
party. VIP party tickets too, Mo.
You know some of those ticket guys are, "Hey, we got this party going on. Everybody gonna be there. Y'all come check it out. You know, they're gonna have a little
I'm
drinking
gonna be
drinks
hustling
and
at the door.
That's where you reel it in, and because you stay intentional with it, okay? And, you know,
Yeah.
regardless of what other
Exactly.
people think, when they get there, they'll get the true meaning of what's going on.
Yeah, but it goes this way, Greg. It goes to my peace. The whole point of the gala is to help people elevate. If people are not in the room to elevate, that's going to be a disruption to the people that are.
the people actually know what's going on. But back to what Steve was saying, the smaller groups, it also helps with focus. I mean,
Yes.
so you don't have your attention. Like we used to practice this thing where we focus on what you're doing, and what we called it was a bullseye. So you know you have a bullseye, and instead of taking a Tommy gun to it and spraying all over the place, you focus for that bullseye. And that's you want to take your shot, that one, maybe two shots to get to your goal, and focus on focusing on that smaller group helps you get to the network on a bigger group.
Absolutely.
And what I realized too, what I started doing, because I'm building an awesome team when it comes to epilepsy enlightenment with you guys and a couple more people. I have a business meeting every morning for about 2 to 4 hours. Sometimes it can go to 4 hours, just depends on the business. But an average of 2 to 2.5 hours. And it's great because usually by noon, we've already got everything done. And I mean, they work with me because they know I don't work on the computer a lot. So it's awesome. And we every morning it's on it like clockwork.
But bro, Steve, I'm telling you, the 2 to 4 hours that you're doing is a lot more than a lot of people that run the major corporations do every day. So I mean, think about what you're doing, and I know major corporations don't have one meeting a week, more or less a 2-hour meeting a day. So I mean, I know major corporations. I've worked for corporations that didn't have that kind of meetings, you know, and I've worked for some that had 2 meetings. But that helps you tighten up your ship, and like you said, like I was talking about, be focused and have a purpose of what, and let them know you're serious about your purpose. It lets you know that you want them focused. Your team knows that you want them to be focused on what you're trying to, get done.
Yeah.
And something Greg always told me: stay consistent. Everybody up here on the panel then told me, stay consistent, and that's what I'm trying to make sure I stay every morning and make it intentional.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, and definitely when we're like both talk about the focus, I am a firm believer in that you can when you are laser focused on a target, it is a lot easier to hit, as opposed to, because I say it all the time, scattered thoughts don't hit targets.
No.
If you're looking to win in anything that you're trying to do, the repetition, that's the consistency. The repetition in that particular field is what gives you the win.
Yeah.
So that's that consistency in one manner gets you the win.
Ooh, I just got fed, John. Y'all don't understand how I just got fed.
We always get fed on Thursdays.
Nuggets, baby, nuggets.
I mean,
that was
about at the end of the day, guys. That we
Yes,
need to
sweet and
just
sour sauce with that one. Yes, some sweet and sour sauce.
That was a word, Rachel.
From the sky.
That was a word, man, because I'm full. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta get a sound right.
But Rachel,
I gotta give me a sound bite that just says nuggets. Nuggets.
It's always, and if we don't get anything from, if you guys don't get anything from Rachel when she comes on, something wrong. Okay, Deron Smith says this is powerful. Thank each of you. Thank you, Deron, for saying that, man. Okay. Duran sent up the man. Duran look like he powerful too, man. Got his hand on the chin. That's that
Oh
business
yeah,
look.
Duran, and I will be doing. He will be on my show, my Wake Up CEO show on the last Friday of the month, which is this Friday coming up. So this Wednesday coming up, and every fourth or first Wednesday, of the month, he will be my co-host. We're going to bring you some powerful messages about truly building a legacy through our children and the way in which to do that. Starting the foundation with them by being the people that we need to be to be the example that they see.
Yeah, Duran, come on the show, man, and spread some of that, bro. Come on the show and spread some of that for real.
You come on with Rachel one Thursday.
Get him here.
He's an international. He has won the International Authors Award. He is also a multiple recipient of a presidential awards. So very powerful information. Very very powerful individual who has definitely. We have had great conversations about how to prepare the next generation for growth and the different avenues in which we can do starting today.
Yeah, we need him on here so we can win.
Out there, to do in the comments, I want you to commit to come on Dope Living TV live and talk about it, okay? Just say, yeah, I'm coming through. We good, all right? Angie said,
he ain't gonna have no problem with that. That's a Duran thing.
Tell him, come on. I want Duran to say it, okay? I want Duran to get his hand off his chin and come on through. Make that conversation happen. We love to hear about people, especially our people who are doing great, okay? And, if you hooked up with Rachel, I'm not worried about you, bro. He said, amen. I truly look forward to sharing a space with your awesome men and women. Well, there it goes right there. That's a commitment right there.
All right. We want
Rachel, set that up for us, would you? Duran said he loves our spirit.
Duran has, as I said, I appreciate what he's doing already.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's all about network, man, and growing and building and teaching, okay? And that's what you guys do. That's what everybody on this panel does. They teach. All right, we laugh and joke. We teach and laugh and joke with a smile. Okay, Rachel, it's time for that exercise.
Already, man. It seems like this show getting short by the minute, y'all.
I know. But we got daylight saving time on your segment.
Guys, I have the pleasure every single week to be here with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. And we have awesome conversations because we have individuals who are looking for success and growth for not only themselves, but also for you. So make sure that every week when you come through Monday through Thursday, not only Thursday for those nuggets, there's also great shows on Monday through Wednesday. However, Thursday is the day where you're going to get fed. And I guarantee that for sure. But I want you guys to stay focused on your growth. Stay focused on your boundaries so you can get closer to your peace. If you're living in disarray right now, see what's in your life that is stopping you from being the best version of you. And until next week, right here on Dope Living TV with the National Radio Hall of Fame inductees, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who?
In you, baby.
Come on now. That's a word. Y'all. Steve, what you got, bro?
Hey, y'all heard them nuggets. She let it out today. If you was on DoorDash, this was buy one, get one free, 10-piece nugget day. Playing with the sweet and sour sauce. Hey, so pay attention. Hey, your circle doesn't have to be huge, but the reach is always far when it's in the right foundation. God is love, love is God.
It is. Laugh, love, live for life, okay? Steve Edwards, founder of Epilepsy Enlightenment. He is going to be at the Rehab Center at Hartsfield Village, February 28th at 2:30 p.m. Anybody that can come, it's in Munster, Indiana. Everybody come out there, support.
Nuggets.
Oh, what you got?
Nuggets falling from the sky, baby. I love the show. Like always. Rachel reminds us that we can do whatever the heck we want to do. The only thing that's stopping us is us. So, and today's show was a perfect example of focus. Again, getting your 1, 2, 3s and ABCs together and making sure you pinpoint what you want to do and focus on how to succeed. Make sure you get some outside help from your circle, so you can keep yourself on the right track as far as what you want to do. And of course, Rachel has her Leadership Academy to help you get there. So all you have to do is get in contact with Rachel, and she'll help you get on that, help you with that focus thing that I was just talking about, and help you get around some people that you need to succeed.
Mo said ABC 1, 2, 3. Get that Schoolhouse Rock on us, boy. Go ahead.
That is. That's what focus is. The fundamentals, ABCs of 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
right.
sir. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Gina.
Listen, I'm just been sitting here looking at the panel here and thinking about what it really is if you take a deep dive. All of us are in a different lane. Each and every one of us on this panel, we're on a different lane, and then we intersect, but we all are on a different lane in what we do. We combine it at times. We always push each other. We always support each other, but there's never any train wrecks, ever. And this is a smooth sailing road that a lot of y'all better get on, because it's going up, 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 up.
We winning.
We
winning. We winning. I told you, don't live in this culture, okay? I've always said that, and but we winning. And when I say we winning, it's not being arrogant, okay? It's a fact. I only speak facts, all right? Rachel's winning, Steve's winning, Mo's winning, Gina's winning, Chris is winning. Everybody who's watching is winning because we're taking in knowledge. Every single moment that we're on the show, we're giving something that somebody needs, all right? We don't know everybody that watches the show, but we're giving something that everybody needs, and that's knowledge on how to be a better you. Rachel comes on Thursdays and hits us with the 1-2 punch on how to be a better you, how to strengthen your business and your life, okay? And Rachel, we love you for that, okay? And thank you so much for always being there for us. Always. We appreciate you.
Yes, I agree.
Before we get out of here, okay, again, we say this every day, and I don't care who don't like it, we're going to say it, okay? The Secrets Are the Book is now taking submissions for the books, all right? If you have a book that you think that you've written and you want it put on a different platform, you want it out there, you want people to see it, you want people to read it, submit your book to the Distinguished Authors Guild. They're going to read it. The award show is in November, okay? And again, in November, because November, the days are going by so quick. November be here right around the corner, okay?
Don't you know
November, when you get to the award show, if your book is chosen as a nominee, when you get to that award show, and if you do not win, understand that you have won already for number one, being there, and number two, the network opportunity that you didn't have before, you got it now, all right? The shine that you didn't have before, you got it now. And when we get off the air, Gene, I got to tell you something real quick. We're not going to keep you long, okay? But make sure that you guys do that, okay? Register. It's down there at the bottom. We're going to have it scrolling. Gina, make sure that's in the crawl thing so that we can make sure that it scrolls throughout the show. Also, right, cool. Man, Relationship Roundtable is coming in March. I'll give you the details next week on when it's going to be. It's going to be live, okay? And before we get out of here, too, man, the D-Star show is coming up next. Man, this is what they're talking about today. If your girlfriend gets approached by another man in front of you, how do you react?
That's a loaded question, y'all.
That all depends on what she say.
And ladies, switch it around too. If your boyfriend gets approached by another woman in front of you, how do you react? And I think men and women are going to react differently, okay? Me, I'm secure with mine. All right, so
I'm secure with mine. I don't want nobody that don't nobody else want. I mean, you got to have a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's the respect.
Right. And that's why I say it depends on the response. How does my reaction is not till she responds.
Say it with your chest, cuz.
So I'm cool until I see that I did she do, that little I did she know I know she do. Yeah, I may not say nothing, but see,
hold up, baby, that's for me.
I might pop a ear.
It's all about respect. And let's see what the D-Stark Show has to say about it. So y'all tune in an hour for the D-Stark Show. And that's all we got, okay? It's been a great week. That's it. Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys next week. I think we had us a rough week this week, man. Jesse Jackson, and we all been running, okay? We all been running. What you say, Steve?
Can we say that? I don't know how it been, but can we say this since it's this week, last day of the week?
Hmm?
The Sounds of Gospel at Westside High School.
No, don't say that. Nah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get out of here. All right. Don't live in Jesus. All right? We will see you guys Monday. All right. Peace. Have a great weekend.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make a wrong decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get booming. Hey, yeah. Don't live in TV. Don't live in TV. Don't live in TV. Don't live in TV. Yeah. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Oh, don't live in TV.